know if it's still got me or not. I'm Robbie without a catchphrase, and let's talk solar. Right, I've got a, what's this thing here? It's a blanket, 200 watt blanket. I'll pop it up here. I'll pop it up here. I've got 280 watt panels going, and this is a 200 watt blanket product. I don't get paid for showing you. If I get paid, there's all sorts of drama that goes with it. They want you to fill forms in and declare stuff. So, anyway, Greg Johnson will be saying, I told you to put it up there on the sales, Robert. And I'll be saying, Greg, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You don't have to put it. You don't have to put it where you don't want to put it. Because I changed my mind. So, look at that. Shit. Got some good angle on this. Popping my head up over. Yes, and the camera did see me up here. Yes, it found me. Magic. This camera with this facial recognition thing. Silly Robbie. In here, I digress. This facial recognition thing works with this DJI software, right? Object recognition, facial recognition, object recognition. You can't whack it on a plane though. Somehow it won't track a plane. I wonder why. Anyway, to go streaming live on a live streaming platform, this software won't do that thing, right? I reckon it's because the Chinese and American thing. I don't know. I'm just making that up. Right, so in here, I've got a 2-in-1. Over on here, is that catching it? Anderson plug. Let's bridge in here. So I'm bridging in to my solar panels there, and next to Nev, I've got another piece of plastic on board. He says, get one of these, good for the solar panels, right? So, come here with me. So, now I find myself cleaning the solar panels, which is a good thing. This is a good thing. It's a good thing, Nev. It's a good thing what you did. I like having more bits of plastic on the boat. So I've got these 2 solar panels, right? And I think they're, can you see me down here? I think they're 80 watt ones. I'm practicing with this thing. So, 2 80s there. And a 200 up there. Put you down there. So that's, and these things here, what did they cost? This thing and those things, and 2 lithium batteries, DC to DC controller, a smart charger, so if I'm in a wharf or a marina and I've got electricity, I can have a float charger. an inverter. I've got an inverter. Oh, how many watts? Ask in the comments. So the whole kit, I reckon it was between 6 and 8, let's say 8. Say 8 grand it cost me, right? So if it lasts me 4 years, it's 2 grand a year, isn't it? 2 grand a year, 500 a quarter. That ain't cheap electricity. Okay, you say it'll last more than 4 years, Robbie. Tech's going that quick that in 2 years' time, solar, I'll have half the size solar to produce this. I want more battery, you know, more gizmos in these things, gadgets to play with. So even if I'm happy and good 4 years, I'll see it through till the batteries go flat. Oh, maybe I'll get more. Okay, so let's say 6 years. Let's say double, 8 years, right? 8 years. What's that? I'm still looking at too much than being on the grid. So off the grid is not cheap. Consider that. Turn off. Right, so let's see what I'm running with that. With my, what have I got? $250 a quarter electricity. At the moment, I've got a battery monitor there that says it's only putting in 2-3 amps at the moment, right? The smart regulator thing says it's on auxiliary. I've got a fridge down in here. I've got a fridge that I'm running. Oh God, I'm trying to do this with one hand. Right, cut. There's the controller that I keep. There's the controller that I keep on knocking the fridge with. The fridge has got a small evaporator in it, right? It's probably, I don't know, cubic foot fridge. I'm running that. I'm running fluoros here. I've got a couple, I run LEDs. I've got, whoa. Okay, that there is a green Perkins. You don't want to know the specs on that. That's not, this is a 60 amp alternator for $600 down in Hobart recently. There's the fridge unit there, which is a Dometic, like a cold room one, a cold machine. 2 lithiums there, right? And turning around, and there I've got a 20 amp smart floater, and up there I've got a DC to DC controller, right? As also I've got an Anderson plug here that I plug into this. It's a 30 amp battery that charges off the alternator, and that's for the dive compressor in here. This is the 3rd time I've tried this summary. I don't use much power. I'd rather have less devices than use much more power. I've got pretty much the smallest chart plotter you can get here. There's a couple of AIS transponders. My nav gear runs at about 1.5 amps. Right, so I'm using 1 amp hour, maybe 2 amp hours on my nav gear at night time, probably 3. With the fridge cutting in and out every time now and then, I'm probably using about 4 amp hours, right? Plus more. So he's trying to strategically position himself. The sun's behind a cloud, boys. It ain't cheap being off the grid, you know. The cheapest thing is not to have electricity. That's the way out, not to have electricity.